the 2015 Neighborhood Awards here at the Georgia Convention Center, and I'm really excited to have no stranger to WHUR, to DC, to the nation, Ed Gordon. And I'm really excited particularly to talk to Ed because we're going to be on a panel together. He's moderating the Black Lives Matter panel, and we've been talking about that today on the anniversary of Michael Brown's death. Very important work. So how are you?
I'm good, Mo. And you know, we're really excited about having the seminar tomorrow. I talked to Rashawn and Steve and I said, you know, we can't talk about neighborhoods without talking about what's going on in those neighborhoods of a serious nature. And I said, you know, I know you haven't done anything like this before, but we really need it this year. And both were in agreement and we put it together. We're so happy to have you on, and Roland Martin and Ben Crump on with us. And Ben is out there on that front line fighting, representing, of course, Trayvon Martin's family and Michael Brown's family. And I told you, I just did an interview with a young man who was with Michael Brown, who was shot with him on that fateful day. And we'll talk about solutions, though, and that's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. We already know what's going on. The question is, how do we end it? How do we change it? How do we move forward?
And you know, today on the anniversary of the death of Michael Brown, you know, it feels that Michael Brown's death sort of moved, at least on the legislative side, things forward a little bit. And now we have sort of what are the Ferguson, you know, laws, which are coming to play. But there's so much more to it than just that.
Oh, absolutely. And I tell you what, if I had told people when Trayvon Martin was killed that we would also have a spate of names that would become known to all of us within, you know, 2 or 3 years, people would say, oh no, that'll never happen. And so now we have to find ways, as you say, to move legislatively. We have to move one another to understand that your vote does matter, that you can make a difference. When a prosecutor is voted in and out of a county election and you don't vote, if you know that prosecutor is rogue, so to speak, there's no reason for him to be there, he or she. So we have to turn inward. We have to look in the mirror and say, we understand what police officers are doing, but what are we doing? And that's the question we hope to not answer, because it won't be answered in one day, but ignite tomorrow.
Well, I'm really, really looking forward to that because I'm going to be the only female on the panel and really hope to bring some perspective of a woman's role in the whole Black Lives Matter movement, and really just beyond that, in the home and all the raising of most young black men are raised by their mothers, right, absent a father.
And I think it's integral because before Sandra Bland, it was really just men that we were dealing with, but a father of a 21-year-old daughter, you know, I worry about her. It is not just about the idea of black males. Black people in general, all races of us, all colors, all demographics. And when I say all races, I mean this is an issue that affects all of us, not just black folks. If white folks don't come on board in some way, shape, or form, we're not going to move forward. Steve talked about that this morning. And so from a female perspective, you're right. Women are the head of households in most of our families, and God bless them. But I also am one of those people who understands that a man has to be in a child's life. And as hard as women work, it is better, not impossible, but better to have a male and female perspective. Doesn't even have to be the blood mother or father, but both perspectives. And we need to know the importance of that.
Well, we're going to get more of that tomorrow, so join us at 10 a.m. right here in the Georgia World Congress Center for a really important conversation about Black Lives Matter. Ed Gordon moderating, Roland Martin, myself, and Attorney Benjamin Crump on the panel. And so, Ed, just tell everybody where they can reach you.
I'm sorry?
Where they can reach you. And
oh, okay. Because, you know, we're jamming over here, Mo. I can barely.
You hear the music in the background.
You can find me on Twitter at Ed L. Gordon, and my Facebook page, of course, Ed Gordon, and our syndicated show Weekend with Ed Gordon, which is on WHUR. And my daughter just slammed me and said, I got to set up an Instagram this weekend. So I'm gray and old school, so I'm going to have her do that.
And she will do it fine because her Instagram is off the chain, so she knows how to do it. All right, thank you so much. 2015 Neighborhood Awards, WHUR.